Naoyayoi Inui, the monster, is an absolute fraud that's getting a clear pass, a very clear pass. Let's talk.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about, the straight shot, the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Naoyayoi Inui has been fighting for 12 years. He started out at 108 pounds and he is now at 122. He has fought 3 fighters that are known. 3. Louis Neary, Nonito Donaire, and Stephen Fulton. That is all he's fought in 12 years. Oh, well, BF, he's got his accolades. BF, yeah, but you guys don't know who he beat for those accolades. You have no idea. Yeah, you have no clue who this man has beat for those accolades. 0 clue. Stephen Fulton. Yeah, that's all you know. Nonito Donaire, Louis Neary, and Stephen Fulton. Man, I looked at this man's resume. It's chopped suey, teriyaki sauce. It's duck sauce, soy sauce. And man, if y'all don't get the hell, a Butler, a Liam, what are we talking about, bro? And we just let this man just skate by, oh, BF, he's this and he's fighting and who fighting who? Who is he fighting? Oh man, he's unifying. Of course he's unifying because he's the money man down there. Yeah, Gervonta Tank Davis can unify. He's the money man in 135 and 131. Yeah, he's the money man right there. He can unify if he wants to. Well, not necessarily because now niggas is ducking him, but they weren't ducking him. People wanted to smoke with him. He could have unified if he wanted to. Yeah, he could have. When Devin was there, he could have unified. Yeah, he can't unify now because Shakur is ducking him and so is Lomachenko. And nobody even cares about Denny. Denny just gets a complete pass. So it's a whole different story now, but where is anybody going to get bread without fighting a Nui down at those little weight classes? Where are they getting bread? A Nui is the name. That's why he can stay down there and milk it out and just sit where he's at and get all kind of passes and everything. Like nobody even cares. Y'all don't even care that this dude is getting pass after pass after pass. Bro, he's only fought 3 people, bro. That's it. Nonito Donaire, Louis Neary, and Stephen Fulton. That's it. He has not fought nobody else. Oh, a BF who's down there? Nobody. I didn't tell him to stay down there. Manny Pacquiao started out his weight class. He started out boxing at 106. Monster knew he started out at 108. In the same time period, 12 years. When Manny Pacquiao started out, and for the same 12-year period, Manny Pacquiao was fighting at 130. At 130 against top names at 130, Manny Pacquiao, in the same 12-year time period. Most of his fights were in the Philippines. Most of Manny Pacquiao's fights were there. And then he switched over to America, before like in the 10th year or something like that, 8th or 10th year, whatever, something like that. And then he started to flourish in America. But he was at 130 in the same time period, same 12-year time period, and he started at 106. I knew he started at 108. What's his excuse, man? So you just, because you're going to rack up bread over there in Japan because they rocking with you? All right, cool, that's what's up. And stop telling me he's a monster then. You beat 3 people. Bro, you beat 3. Gervonta Tank Davis. If we're going to sit here and we're going to down and degrade and clown and talk about what we're going to talk, Gervonta Tank Davis fought Pedraza, Gamboa, Leo Santa Cruz, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, and Frank Martin. Gervonta Tank Davis fought 6 people of note, of a name, who we know who they are. He's fought double the amount of people that Inouye fought. Double. And I know people are going to be in these comments talking about, oh no, what about Shang Chong Hoon Chong Chong? What about the Coco Kid BF? What about Coco Schmoko? Or what about Grits and Ham and Cheese Ham, man? No, I'm just saying that these guys was undefeated. Listen, man, the Baconator, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Don't nobody know who those guys are. I don't give a damn what y'all say in these damn comments. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Inouye hasn't fought anybody. 3 people. He's fought 3. He's fought half of the people that Gervonta Tank Davis has fought. Half. So why isn't anybody asking this man to do something? We asked Tank to. Yeah, we do. We asked Tank to. I asked Tank to because I believe Tank is one of the best. So why isn't anybody asking Inouye? Y'all don't want to get him on y'all pound for pound. Y'all got this man number 1, number 2, number whatever, wherever y'all got him. Y'all got him as this. Well, why ain't y'all asking him to fight somebody? Because the last I checked, that's what y'all be giving Boots shit for. Oh, Boots ain't nobody. Who the Boot? Brian Norman ain't nobody. Brian Norman ain't fight nobody. Boots ain't fight nobody. Okay, but they got belts still. So what's the difference between them with belts and Inouye with belts? Inouye fought 3 people. Okay, Louis Neary, blatant drug cheat. My brother Nonito, who was he's clearly past his prime. If Nonito was in his prime, he would have flatlined. I mean, absolutely flatlined Inouye. He would have flatlined him, bro. If I'm not mistaken, he broke his jaw. He would have flatlined him if he was in his prime. Okay, so, and then you fought Stephen Fulton. A guy who is not known, and that's my boy. But he's not a puncher, man. He's just a boxer. You realize you could take his punch and you started to do your thing. He's a boxer. He's not a puncher. He's a boxer. So you fought Neary, who was a drug cheat, but he's a puncher. You fought out of prime Nonito, and then you fought a guy who doesn't punch. Those are the 3 names you fought. And Nonito broke your jaw. and you was getting your ass whooped by Fulton until you wasn't. And you got touched up heavy. And if I'm not mistaken, you got dropped by Louis Neary. So that's 3 fighters that you fought, the 3 fighters. Now, if you compare them, a drug cheat to a drug cheat, you have Louis Neary versus Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Tank Davis knocked Ryan Garcia out with a body, well, actually made Ryan Garcia quit because Ryan Garcia got hit in the body and quit. Yeah, that drug cheat to a drug cheat. There's your Louis Neary. You can get those out of here. Past their prime fighter, Gamboa was past his prime fighter. You had my brother Nonito Donaire, who was past his prime fighter. Gervonta Tank Davis went the distance with Gamboa. We didn't go the distance. He stopped him in the 12th, but he should have went the distance. But he's still fighting this man on a torn Achilles. You were fighting an older, a past, way more past his prime fighter as Nonito Donaire, and he broke your jaw. You was fighting a way more past his prime Nonito Donaire, and you had to do all this skullduggery with the gloves in the rematch. Yeah, all this weird ass stuff and making him fight in your training gloves and all this other type of shit. Okay, and then you fought Stephen Fulton, a guy who's not a puncher. Well, if I'm trying to think of the names that Tank fought that was a boxer and not a puncher, there is none because the guys that he fought of the names that I mentioned were boxers, punchers. Yeah, Pedraza's a boxer puncher. Frank Martin's a boxer puncher. Yeah, so if you want to put either one of those two to a boxer puncher like Stephen Fulton's a master boxer. He's not a puncher. Gervonta Tank Davis has fought better competition than Monster Inouye, but yet we will crucify Gervonta Tank Davis for his level of competition, and then you guys will praise Inouye for fighting for belts. So the hypocrisy is that when it comes to Tank, we look at his competition. When it comes to Inouye, we look at his belts. This is the craziest shit in the world to me. And all, truth be told, Inouye can move to 130. You got the Inouye protectors talking about, oh, this guy done moved up so many weight classes, and you guys want him to move up another one, and Tank hasn't. So what? So. Yeah, I want him to move up another weight class. Yes. Because like I said, in the same time frame, And Manny Pacquiao had over 40 something fights, damn near 50 fights in the same time frame. And he moved from 106 to 130 in 12 years. At the same time frame, he went from 106 to 130 with more fights. Monster Inoue got what? 20 something fights? 20, maybe 30, maybe if that. I don't even think he's got 30 fights, but whatever. In 12 years, and you've only been in 4 weight classes, and you started out at 108 pounds, bro, you could eat chiclets and gain 2 pounds. You're literally making weight to stay in the weight. You're making weight. You're using a dietitian. You're watching the noodles and egg rolls you eat and all that type of shit so that you can stay at 108 or you could stay at 120. You literally can eat an extra bowl of egg foo young and you'll be 126 pounds, no problem. No fucking problem. As a matter of fact, I saw that dude at the fight at what's the name fight? Whatever. I saw him at the fight in America with Top Rank. Man, dude look at least 135, 140. At least. So he's cutting down weight to make these 120s and 122s and 118s and blah, blah, blah. He's cutting down weight. And you guys are praising this. Everybody cuts down weight. Everybody. Nobody walks around at their fight night weight. Floyd Mayweather didn't walk around at his fight night weight. Everybody drops a few pounds. Everybody. But Monster Inoue is getting a pass simply because he beat a bunch of white guys and a bunch of no-name people. Coco Crispy and Tony the Tiger from Frosted Flakes. Yeah, he beat a couple of those guys who just happened to have a belt down there and became undisputed. You guys don't even know who he fought to become undisputed. You don't even know. You have no idea. You have no clue whatsoever. You guys don't know. All y'all know is Louis Neary, Stephen Fulton, and Nonito Donaire. That's all you know. You don't know anybody else, and you don't care to nobody else. Nobody cares to know anybody else. This man is getting a blatant pass. Oh, BF, he was undisputed in 2 weight classes. So what? Who'd he fight? He didn't fight he did not fight Gervonta Tank Davis's level of competition. He did not. He did not. Oh no, I see this guy right here. He don't know what he's talking about. Monster Inoue fought Shin Chang Chong Pum Pum and Fum Pum 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 Pum. And them guys was ranked #1. Shum Pum Hum Pum Pum. Man, get these guys the fuck out of here, man. Y'all know good and damn well these dudes ain't shit, bro. Y'all know they ain't nothing. Which is the reason why this dude was just running through them. Monster this and monster that. Yeah, this is the same thing that happened to Edgar Berlanga. And y'all called him the monster. I'm the monster. Until he started fighting somebody. When he started fighting him, all of a sudden he had to start biting him now. Now he's going the distance. This man fought 3 fighters. He's fought 3 people, bro. 3. Louis Neary, Stephen Fulton, and Nonito Donaire. That's all he's fought. He's fighting nobody else. That's it. That's all he's fought. And he's got an opportunity to move to weight classes where there are names at. If he moved to 126 and fought Gary Russell, that would be the second best name on his resume. Because the first best name on his resume is Nonito Donaire. So if he moved to 126, which he's at 122 right now. If he went to 126 and started to campaign at 126, fought Gary Russell, knocked out Gary Russell, something that nobody's never done, that will be the second best name on his resume. He can then say, hey, Lomachenko, come on down to 126 and let's get it popping. Let's get a fight at 126. They're both on Top Rank. Y'all motherfuckers run around here telling me about how Lomachenko's so small. He's fighting in a weight class. He's so tiny, so small. I can't believe he's fighting in a weight class. That's what you guys tell me all the time. He's daring to be great moving in the weight class. No one told him to do that. Nobody told him to do that at all. He was at 126, a glory weight class. He could have stayed right there and campaigned and became undisputed. No one told him to move to 130 or 135. No one told him to do this at all. Could it be that he couldn't make weight anymore? Which is what he said, which is the reason why he moved up. But you guys leave it to Bob Arams and the weird ass Lomachenko ball rubbers. You guys tell me, man, he's really a small guy, man. He's so tiny. But no, he said he doesn't like to cut weight. That's what Lomachenko said. I know y'all don't remember none of that stuff. Will you just pass over those type of conversations when he says that, but whatever. It is what it is. But he can still go to 126 and fight Monster Inoue. Or he can go to 130 and tell Monster Inoue to move to 130. I'll move down to 130. You move up to 126. Because I know y'all not going to tell the great Lomachenko to move down to 126. Yeah, because Lomachenko was, what? 126, 130, 135. That's 3 weight classes. Well, Monster Inoue is 108, 10, 12, blah, blah, because there's only 2 pounds separate those. He's like 9 weight classes right now. From 108 to 122 is like 15 weight classes. Y'all gonna tell the guy that moved up 15 weight classes that he's got to move up 1 more for Lomachenko? They're on the same side of the street now. They're both with top rank. Bob Arum said, I'm going to bring him now to America. Yeah, that's what Bob Arum just said. No, I don't know what you're waiting on. I'm not sure what you're waiting on, bro. I'm not sure. He should have been in America campaigning. Yeah, he should have been over here campaigning, bro. There's fighters over here that he could have been campaigning with. Been campaigning. Yeah. 126, he can get it popping. 130, he can get it popping. 135, he can get it popping. Manny Pacquiao did it. Manny Pacquiao went from 106 to 154. What's the problem? What's the problem is? What's the problem? All you gotta do is eat a sandwich. Eat a steak. You'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Drink a chocolate milkshake. You'll be just fine. Put on 2 pounds, no problem. What's the problem? And then you guys run around here telling me all these excuses about how he can't do it. Well, okay, the biggest fight for Monster Inoue, the biggest fights, he's got 2. Vasyl Lomachenko and Gervonta Tank Davis. Those are the biggest fights of his career. He will not get any fights bigger than those 2. Those are the biggest fights of his career. Regardless of anything he's done, those are the biggest. And him beating those guys is the biggest fights of his career. Those are the biggest victories of his entire career. Beating Lomachenko or beating Tank Davis is the biggest victories of Monster Inoue's career. So why isn't he in the area to fight those guys? Don't be trying to, oh man, he's so small. BF, you want to move up another one. Why you want to move so many? Why you want? But y'all telling Boots to move up. Y'all telling everybody else to move up. Oh, well, he already moved up. He moved up 2 pounds. The man went and had a full glass of Crystal Light, and he was in a whole nother weight class. The man ate 3 Slim Jims, 4 damn Twizzlers, and had a half a glass of chocolate milk, and he was in a whole nother weight class. And you guys in here crying, talking about, oh, he moved to 2 weight classes. Why don't tell Tank to move down to, oh, well, tell Tank to go to 130. Gervonta fought Leo Santa Cruz at 130. Hey, Monster Inoue, you're at 130. You're at 122 right now. You can go to 130. You're at 122. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make a super fight at 130. That'd be Tank's probably biggest payday, or second, or third maybe, but his top 3. It'll be Monster Inoue's first, his highest, his best, his biggest. The prestige from that fight alone is levels bigger than anything Monster Inoue's ever fought in. Why can't he? Not why can't he? Why shouldn't he? Why shouldn't he? Why are you guys protecting this dude and telling him to not do that? Why? Y'all must not believe in Inoue. You must believe that Inoue gets flatline, starch. That's what you must believe. Because y'all are not, nobody's pushing it. Nobody wants it. But you guys are telling me, oh, what we need to do, we need to be pushing Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. A dude that started at 135 to fight a 168 pounder. We need to be pushing that. That's what we need to be pushing, BF. We need to be pushing Terrence Crawford, who fights at 154, to move up past 160 to 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez. That's what we need to be pushing. We need to be pushing that. You need to push that. Canelo Alvarez don't want no smoke. That's what it is. You need to be pushing that, BF. It's best fight the best, BF. I thought it was best fight the best. I thought that's what you wanted, BF. Isn't Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford best fight the best, BF? Cool. Well, isn't 122 to 126 the next weight class, and then 126 to 130 the next? That's 2 weight classes, right? So 154 to 160, 60, 68 is 2 weight classes. Well, I'm asking Nui to do the same thing y'all motherfuckers is telling y'all saying you want Canelo Alvarez to do with Bud. What's the problem? What's the difference? If you guys want Canelo Alvarez to give Terrence Crawford a shot, I do too. I do too. I'm not knocking that fight at all. Let's get it popping. And Canelo Alvarez will starch this man because he's just too small. But whatever, I ain't got no beef. So y'all should want the same thing for Nui and Tank Davis. You should want the same thing. The same thing. Because dare I say, Terrence Crawford was at 147. He had never even fought at 54 when he said he wants to move up 3 weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez. When he told Joe Rogan that. Yeah. No, 168. Yeah. I'll fight the winner. Get Canelo. Yeah. That is what Bud said. So isn't 3 weight classes from 122, 126, 130, 135? So isn't the same thing? He fights at 22 right now. The same thing for him to go from 122 to 135 and challenge Tank Davis. No, yes, no. Yeah, it's the same thing, but I guess y'all don't want to talk about that. Not a conversation y'all want to have. No, because y'all want the great Inui to continue to get his balls rubbed and Glaze fighting nobodies. No one's. He's fought nobody, bro. The dude that he just fought. Garbage. Garbage, bro. Straight trash. Grabbage. The dude he just fought. Starched like in his fight before that. But yet we're sitting here praise him for fighting this dude. Yet we're dragging Shakur Stevenson for fighting Joe Corona Six-Pack, who got starched in his last fight. I understand. It's okay to give Inui a pass. It's okay to give him a pass. It's just not okay to give them niggas a pass. Can't get them niggas a pass. Them niggas need to get back to the fields. Can't get him no pass. But we can give Inui a pass, though. Yeah, we can give Inui a pass. Because, Inui became undisputed against bumfuck nobody. And then he did it again, BF. He did it again. He became undisputed against bumfuck nobody twice. So we can, yeah. So we gotta, yeah. Because that's Inui. That's a dude who's fought 3 people. 3 people. 3 people. 3 people. Gervonta Tank Davis has fought more than him, and we dragged Tank through the mud for his level of competition. We dragged that man through the mud for his level of competition, and he has fought double the amount of people. Double. That Inui fought. Double. We blatantly say when it comes to the belts, yeah, it's an accolade. You got it. You earned it. We understand. But Terrence Crawford, you fought Ndongo. Ndongo beat who? Who did Ndongo beat? I know y'all thought, George Kambosos never beat George. But George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. That's who he beat. He beat Teofimo Lopez for his. Who did Ndongo beat for his? Ricky Burns? Who Bud had already beat? Who did he beat? Who did he beat? And then we look at, say, the belts don't matter. But the belts do matter. They do. They absolutely do. But competition matters more. Belts is the accolade that you obtain. But the competition is why we drag or praise somebody. Why we drag or praise them. Because they fought somebody or because they didn't. If this guy just happened to have the belt and you go get the belt, sounds like Canelo Alvarez. Sounds like what Canelo did when he avoided Benavidez when Benavidez was WBC champion. Until Benavidez didn't have it and then he grabbed it. Yeah, he wanted the WBO belt when Demetrius Andrade didn't have it. And then as soon as Demetrius Andrade didn't have it, then he fought for it. Against Liam, beefy, chunky Liam. Yeah, that's what happened. But I know y'all don't want to talk about that neither. Whatever. The bottom line is Inui hasn't fought anybody. He's fought 3 fighters. The biggest fight for him is Vasyl Lomachenko, or Gervonta Tank Davis, and he can make both of those fights at 130. He's fighting at 122. There is literally no reason for him to stay there. None. There's no reason for him to stay at any of those weight classes down there, to be honest, but there's definitely no reason for him to stay at 122. That man should be at 126 or 130. And he could go to 35. Bro, he's 31 years old. He's 31. Monster Inoue is not in his 20s, bro. He's 31 years old. How many years this dude got left? Motherfucking Tank is talking about right now he's got like 3 or 4 more fights and he's going to retire. Tank's younger than Inoue. Gervonta Tank Davis is younger than Inoue. Younger. Inoue is 31 years old. Don't nobody care at all. He's just getting a pass, just complete pass. And we A-okay with this. This man is not fighting anybody and getting a pass. And he did all those fights, and he's fought the Donairs, he's fought the Nearys, and he fought the Cool Boy Stephan. And the only fight that you guys bring up is Cool Boy Stephan. So y'all bring up, oh well, he beat Cool Boy, he knocked out Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton. It was Stephen Fulton. Why is that? Because he's the only nigga. That's why. That's the only fight y'all bring up. Because he's the only nigga. Y'all don't bring up the Donaire fight where Donaire broke his jaw. You don't bring that up. No, you bring up Fulton, the nigga. That's what y'all want to hang y'all hats on. Because he beat a black guy. The only black guy he's ever fought in his career. Yo, this is bonkers to me that y'all give this man a pass. But it's okay. I won't. BFTB, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, and I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, subscribe to my Patreon. And if you feel like supporting me, please support me in the PayPal or the Cash App.